Welcome back. Today I wanted to complete this set. Do a wind and water themed Mario to go with the fire. Let's get started. So I already did the sketches for these to save us all a little bit of time. This design, which is the Mario from Super Mario Sunshine, and then this one, the Mario that has the, I don't know, raccoon ears or whatever. I'm just gonna sketch those designs out on these two cards and then we'll start coloring. I think the water's gonna be the most challenging part for me on this one.
Hello, this is Editing Quinn here. This indeed was not the most difficult part of doing this card. I actually ended up redoing the whole thing, but I thought I'd leave this in so you could see my journey. And no, we struggle. Okay? Keeping it real here. Enjoy.
Intentionally trying to leave some white. I kind of want to use this blue. It's kind of helping just in terms of color variation, but it's not really giving me more of a water look. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I like this yet, but it's a place to start. I mean, gray for this part, the metal part of the backpack, and the bolts. I need some browns, sienna brown, and burnt ochre. Let's see if one of these is good. His belt and the handles of the backpack. Is that all that's brown like that? Oh, and his shoes. Okay. Pants. Because they're technically overalls. Make sure I leave space for the yellow buttons. What red did I like? This red was okay. We'll start with this one because it's lighter and then I can go darker if I need to. So he's got a sleeve. But you see his little shirt in here, and here, and then there. This red covers so well. I use skin color. Okay, try that. It's pretty good. He's got blue eyes, which are lighter, I think, than his overalls. This color, cerulean. Figure out where I want them looking. Maybe like that. I don't know. Need the red for the hat. I don't think this is dark enough. Darken our color for his hair. This is called dark brown. Like that. And his mustache, I think, is black, or is it also dark brown? It might also be dark brown. That would make sense. I don't feel like his nose is a little bit too big. He does have quite a snodge on him. Oh, he's got eyebrows too. We'll need yellow. Canary yellow. These are yellow. This is yellow. This is yellow. That's the pack part, and I think there's like some yellow right in here or something. Something like that. This is getting real messy. So I can do this small. Oops, I just went right over the yellow spot on that. Try not to do that. I'm not loving how this is. This leg feels weird to me. It needs to be wider, or he needs to have a little more of a caboose or something. And then his gloves are white, but I could use like this gray maybe, just to go on the bottom of them. Belt buckle is also this color, and then this. Also put some highlights back in the water. It's looking better. Let's see how she lines. I don't like that line. Also a little too close to his face. I feel like that ear is just too big. I don't know if I like that either. No, I feel like his nose is just huge. I don't want that line there. Like iconic colors, so you recognize that this is supposed to be Mario, but does it look like him? Do I love it? No. Yeah, I don't know. Let's move on to the green one. Thankfully, I already have some of my colors picked out. He has long sleeves in this one, so let's go ahead and just add that in. This over the ear, and then the brim of the hat, out and around, and down to here. There's the red. We got his pants. I really wanted to do the Super Mario Bros. One with the yellow cape because that's the one that I remember the most. I played that game so much when I was younger. That was definitely my favorite. I think that's the one where you could pick if you want to start out as Luigi or Mario, and I always pick Luigi. This one's already going to be so much nicer just because it's a bigger design, so I don't have to work so small. That And then this is over here. That, and then his tail. I guess I can color his shoes in this color too. He's got weird shaped sideburns. And his mustache is a very dark brown. That. His mouth is like a dark black raspberry. Let's see what that color is. Sure. Let's throw that in there. So I'm just going in and darkening where there's going to be shadows. Start adding in some dimension to this. There's stripes on his tail. 1, 2, 3 stripes. I'm also gonna color in these before I forget again. Just gonna see a little bit of that one. And then I need to do his gloves. Maybe add a little bit to the shoes again. His overalls. See how much faster this one went compared to this one? And it's, yeah, there's not like water and stuff, but it's just because it's larger, so I can just see what I'm doing so much easier. Okay, we shall try this again, though I'm really feeling like I should just switch to this black pencil. I'm fighting between keeping it consistent or doing what I like better, and I probably should just do what I like better. His eyebrows overlap his hat just a little bit, which is kind of weird. And his ear, little sideburn. 3, 1, 2, 3. See how much crisper that's already looking? Ooh! This arm overlaps. His little shoes. Is that right? I want to curve this in. I just think it needs to start a little closer to the nose. Like that, I guess. I don't know. And then his mouth. I feel like his eyes need to be like not quite, so they need to be like that a little bit. I think that's what's looking a little strange. Well, this one's better than that one. I am feeling like his nose is way too large, and that is messing with the face. It's definitely not the only problem we're having here. The eyes are still a little weird, but the nose is not helping. For some reason, it's just not clicking in my brain. And then I guess I'll go over all of it with this black pencil. I'm just gonna do this real quick since you already saw me do this once, and we'll come back to you in a second. I don't know what's going on with me and this nose, bro. Okay, are his eyes too small? Is that what's happening? I mean, maybe his nose is also still too large. I think it is, like a little bit. I think I've drawn in one spot too many times and it's starting to not even take the pencil really. That eye's almost better than that one in terms of positioning. Like that looks more like Mario than this does. But I struggle. I'm about to give up. Oh, I don't understand what's happening yet. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one. I might end up redoing it later. Anyway, so at least you saw me make one card, one mediocre card, one card. I also just don't like how small he is, so I might just change it, like the whole thing, and try to do a different pose. I really like how prominent this one is and this one is. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Redid the water one. All right, so let's get to coloring. His pants, his leg, maybe come up a little bit. So let me do the yellow button things first, so I don't forget about those. I'm just gonna do all the yellow. I think the bottom is yellow, this is yellow, and this is yellow. His hat. His thumb comes over the inside of the brim. Look at that. And then he's got short sleeves on. The belt comes across here. I tried to bring his foot out and up a little bit, and then this one back because it was just a little bit too small of a space. Eyebrows, mustache. It's silver for the mechanical parts. And then I want to use this light bluish color just for the water in the tank. Okay, it's kind of going that way. I need to leave space for his teeth and then his mouth. His arm, then his ear. face. Obviously last time we had the most trouble in the face region. I mean, that's already looking better than the last one. Just gonna layer different blues. Just add some whites back in. This leg darker to really push it behind the other one. I'm gonna use this darker red. Darken the underside of his hat. So I'll need this and this. And then of course his eyes, which were the big issue last time. Probably should just do it just to get it over with. Over and down. And then this sleeve. Something's a little off there. This leg, this pant leg. Let's try that. No, well these shoes don't match, so hold on. Okay, and now we have the belt, finger. He's got all 5 in this one. Sometimes he's only got 4. Don't use knuckles? That doesn't make any sense. Like that, and then we just gotta do the side of his, oh, we gotta do his stash. His mustache. Kinda like that. I feel like the mouth isn't quite the right spot. I want the mouth to pretty much come down from here. He looks older or something. Cool. Well, thanks for putting up with me as I figured that out. That was a little rough there for a little bit, but we got there. Just had to start all the way over, you know? That one just wasn't working out very well. Sometimes it's just how it be. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.